Alright, hi everyone, my name is Malik Wensman. I am going to demo my coffee maker. So we have here the front page that I created. We have here inventory, which my partner was supposed to do, but I had to add some changes to it. I'll show you later. And then my partner did add ingredient. I did list of recipes. So right now there's no recipe, so nothing is being shown. I did the add recipe use case, and make recipe and edit recipe as well. So if we go into, let me show you, I'm on main right now. From VS Code, I'm on main. In the back end, I'm on main as well, as you can see here. And now I will show you some of the backend, how the backend works, okay? So quickly, the controllers are used to pass and receive information from between the front end and the back end. So if I had to show you an example, create ingredient. So this method gets a data transfer object, which is similar to the normal object, but this one specifies a specific to to when you do transfer of data. And it also returns a status, and this gives us valuable information about what happened to the front end. And yeah, and then this will basically call a method in the service layer. In the service layer, so we go ingredients. This is the interface for it. Now it will call this method create ingredient. We'll basically add this ingredient to the repository. We'll call the repository, and that basically is a class that we use to specify which table in the database it will be saved to. All right, and then we also got to return, use this mapper class and method to be able to map from a normal ingredient, inventory item to the data transfer object version. And so that's basically the backend in a summary. And now for the front end, each component, each specific part of code, we put it in a component. So we kind of group things together. So there's a footer, the add ingredient page, make ingredient, etc. And then we have these service layers that communicate with the controllers in the backend. And then we do have, I did add this these objects that we can use a little bit. So now I will show you the coverage in the backend. All right, so we can just run right here, coverage as JUnit test, and let's see here. All right, so you see the pass, they all passed, and now we have coverage right here. I got sufficient coverage for almost all the classes, as you can see here, all the required classes. All right, and now we're going to do some Postman, okay? So first, we'll run, there's nothing in the database, okay? So 0. Now we're going to create a recipe. And you can see this is the recipe that was created. Now we're going to update it. We're going to we're going to remove an ingredient. And then we're also we're going to remove 2 ingredients, and then we're going to add 1. And then we're going to change the price. So you see we changed the price, we added it and removed. This is what it's going to look like. All right. And then now if you get ingredients or you get recipes, as you can see, this is we have a new recipe here. Now get ingredients, we don't have any ingredients. We're going to add ingredient to the inventory. All right. And then now let's say I want to update it. This will basically update the amounts. Okay. Now it's 20. And now we can verify that and get ingredients. See, there's 20 now. Now let's say we want to try and add a duplicate, right? What's going to happen? Error. This is the duplicate conflict. All right. What is this? This is we don't need. All right. So here we have the recipes. So we're going to make this recipe soup. All right. And now we're going to add some inventory. Now we added this inventory. So if you try and get the ingredients right now, this is all that's in the database. Now we're going to make soup. And remember, the soup was $10, if I'm not mistaken. Soup is $10. We're going to pay 15. And now we got the correct amount back. So everything is working in Postman. So now I'll just show you in the front end, okay? So as you can see here, you can update inventory here. So and we can edit here and make recipes. So here's the price. Say I want to make some more soup. All right, I will just pay $10 and then return the change here. So here's soup. Say I wanted to remove water from soup. Okay, submit. Now you can see there's no more water field. So we did edit, we did make, we did add recipe. We can just add an ingredient here. We can say, salt 1, and when it's added, now you see it's added here. Then we can add an amount to it. You can add 1, now it's 2. So yeah,